thing, I think, Davey, about Battle Royal. You would not, on the front end of it, had it been a straight one-on-one match, expected Davis and Coco Ware to have been.
GWH TV, bringing you classic wrestling action sanctioned by the Georgia Wrestling History Network.
All right, wrestling fans, welcome to another edition of GWH TV. I am Stoney, and I'm here with
Coach Wheeler.
Coach. Trying to coach that team to the high school championship in Atlanta, the spot of many classic wrestling matches.
That's all I know.
Atlanta, that's all he knows. So that's not true. You also know paleo,
that's right,
and much other stuff. So before we get into our great matches, I got a question for you.
Sure.
So what does one do paleo for Thanksgiving?
Oh, it's turkey. I eat cranberry. I can do sweet potatoes. I can use alternate flours and all that for stuffing. So I use a bunch of alternate stuff. I've done it.
Like alternate flours, like daisies?
Almond flour, coconut flour to make the cakes, all that good stuff. Coconut oil stuff. So I can make cakes and all that good stuff. And pumpkin pies. Use cassava flour for the pie crust.
So you don't just think, it's Thanksgiving. You can't just have that one day.
I'm so used to being 100% because for one, they don't want.
What day's not going to get rid of that?
I got to keep the gun up, man.
You just go right back to it. It's all good. So I'm just saying, I'm still losing weight, and probably once a month I find myself dipping a donut in the coffee.
It's cool.
So and
plus I'm just not used to like real sugar, and it's just to me.
Thought you had a girlfriend now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
That's coconut sugar.
There you go. So we are very thankful for paleo and keto.
Cousins.
It's neato. So cool stuff. But we're also thankful for our co-host who can't be here because a lot of stuff going on. But they will be back with us soon. I am very confident. So
without a doubt.
There you go. So we have some great matches on card. This is like our Starcade version of GWH TV.
And some tremendously good matches.
That's right.
Very good matches, I might add.
What he said, which is what I just said.
Yeah.
So, and earlier we were listening to, we're really old school, the vinyl.
Yep.
Right back there. So, Little Lover Boy.
So,
but yeah, we're just going to go ahead and jump into our opening bell match. And this one is for Georgia Championship Wrestling, November 10th, 1979.
Oh, wow. I mean, the participants all four are legendary Hall of Famers in themselves.
No, not those four.
But they're all for it. Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen versus Ernie Ladd and the Masked Superstar. Ole Anderson, tremendously good job as a booker. Stan Hansen, a hard-hitting West Texas talent. And then Ernie Ladd, 6'8", former NFL player. Probably one of the better promo men in wrestling. And Masked Superstar, probably one of the better all-around wrestlers at that time. Multiple titles. Probably NWA run, but they didn't they never want to put a masked wrestler as a world champion.
No.
I don't know why.
And the interesting part about this is while you have one team with like two future grouchy old guys, you actually have tag team belts that were in stake. Yeah,
they were on the line.
On the line, yeah. On the line. And the two guys that held the belts together are actually on opposite sides to try to get their team the other half of the belt they hold. But I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, but the winner becomes the undisputed tag champions, in other words.
Yeah, so kind of like, what would be neat if they kind of used that kind of idea now for the whole Dean Ambrose
and Seth
Rollins thing, since they won the title and one turned on the other.
Yeah, exactly.
You could have them find their own tag partners, and of course, this is WWE. That'd probably be a stretch.
They'll just throw somebody in there.
Yeah,
they always
probably
do.
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin is Dean's partner, and Titus O'Neil is Seth Rollins' partner. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. All I know is when Lashley comes on, and that dude is just sitting out there yelling into the microphone.
He looks like a little kid.
Dude, you're not. No.
Doesn't work.
No,
Leo Rush.
doesn't work.
You might as well just stick. You might as well stay on 205.
No, Cornette knew what he was doing. Mouth of the South knew what he was doing. You,
Heenan knew what he was doing.
Yep, you're just boring. So I'm sorry. So you might as well be. The little skinny boxing guy with all the money that likes to talk trash all the time.
Oh, Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, you might as well just be him. So the only difference is he's accomplished something.
Yeah, and he sits on his butt and gets millions.
Yep. So wish I could do that.
Yeah, me too.
So anyway, from Georgia Championship Wrestling, November 10th, 1979, Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen, the two old grouchy guys, against Ernie Ladd and the Masked Superstar.
Mr. Television Announcer, I'm Ernie Ladd, and I'm going to wrestle this classic match.
There you go.
Watch us win the belts.
Georgia Tag Championship. Right here.
This special match is a title match for the Georgia Tag Team Championship. One fall with a TV time limit. One team now entering the ring, weighing in at 287 pounds, the Superstar. His partner from Houston, Texas, weighing in at 315 pounds, co-holder of the tag belt, the Big Cat, Ernie Ladd, with their manager, Pretty Boy, Bobby Heenan. Their opponent from Georgia, Texas, weighing in at 320 pounds, Stan the Lariat Hansen. His partner from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 249 pounds, co-holder of the belt, Ole Anderson.
This is it. The Georgia Tag Team Championship on the line now. Stan Hansen and Ole Anderson on one side. Ernie the Cat Ladd and the Superstar on the other side. Ernie Ladd holding one belt, Ole Anderson holding the other. And wait a minute, we've got things underway here. And the Superstar very quickly leaving the ring area. And Ernie Ladd deposited on the opposite side.
The belts right now because we're going to win both of the belts right here, right? Hey, get in your hand and tell them we're going to get both of these belts right now. They want a brawl and we're going to get better than this. So what are we going to do with the belts today?
You are looking at the new Georgia Tag Team Champions, and it's not going to take him and the Superstar very long. So turn your dial up right now. You're going to see the end of Ole Anderson and Hansen. Ole Anderson has talked and pushed his weight around for the last time.
All right. We've heard the comments, and Mr. Heenan making some very, very, well, I would have to say overconfident remarks. And some quick strategy being discussed now, as you can see, between the Superstar and Ernie Ladd. The Georgia Tag Team Championship on the line, an unprecedented situation wherein on the opposing teams you have the co-holders of the title. But this will decide it. The Superstar against Ole Anderson, collar and elbow. Anderson tried to go for a full body slam, was blocked by the Superstar, and now he makes the tag with Stan Hansen. Hansen moves in. Hansen, the side headlock on the Superstar. Superstar trying to roll him into a pinning combination. And it is Stan Hansen keeping the side headlock. Hansen, the master of the lariat. The Superstar, master of the Cobra hold. And it is Ole Anderson driving a hard right hand into the side of the rib cage. Brings the Superstar up a full body slam. And he's after the mask. He's trying to get that mask off on the Superstar. Escapes from the ring. And the referee warning Anderson, the Superstar, moves back into the ring. And you can hear the crowd picking it up. We want the mask. And they meet once again, and a tag was made. Stan Hansen moves in. Anderson keeping him tied up. And it's Ernie Ladd tagging up with a Superstar. Ernie the Cat Ladd. Anderson firing back now. Ladd staggered that time into the rope. Ladd smashed into the turnbuckle. Ladd into the foot of Ole Anderson. Hansen makes the tag, then blocks Ladd from getting over to his corner. Ole Anderson catches Ladd from behind now. Anderson keeping him tied up. And Bobby Heenan, a very, very concerned individual. All right, saw there Heenan pulling Ladd's foot into the ropes, forcing the break. That's the thing about Bobby Heenan. He is invaluable as an ally outside the ring to his team. Whether you're watching these matches in Fort Pierce, Florida, or Fort Smith, Arkansas, I can assure you that you're seeing the very, very finest in wrestling competition. But when you have the opportunity to see matches live in your area, we invite you to do so. Ladd hung up in those ropes. Ernie Ladd hung up in those ropes, and it is Ole Anderson and Stan Hansen administering all the punishment they can, seizing this opportunity, and Ladd continues to be hung up in those top ropes. Referee trying to separate those ropes now. Ladd finally extricates himself from the ropes with the aid of the referee. Ladd brought into the ring, snap-mared. Tag is made. Stan Hansen comes in. Remember, the Georgia Tag Team Championship on the line. Double teaming on Ernie Ladd. Hansen crashes down across the chest. A near fall, a near pin for Stan Hansen. All right, Hansen now. It appears to be a rear chin lock on Ernie Ladd. Ladd makes the tag with a superstar. Superstar smashes Hansen into the turnbuckle. Snap-mares him to the canvas. Drives that knee into the chest. Hansen powers out before the count of 3, however. Hansen in reverse there. The superstar catches him in the midsection. Goes down. Hansen makes the tag. Ole Anderson moves in. And it's Anderson letting out all stops as time is rapidly running out. Time rapidly running out, and Ole Anderson, Anderson caught in the pit of the stomach that time. Anderson has to be in a lot of trouble. Tag is made. Ernie Ladd moves in. The superstar keeping him tied up, and now it is Ladd crashing down across the chest of Ole Anderson. Time rapidly going out. Ole Anderson off the rope. Caught a high backdrop. And as Ladd came down that time, moves Anderson out of the way, making a tag with Stan Hansen. Hansen, a boot to the heart, one to the midsection. Ladd powered off the ropes. Ladd caught high backdrop. Ladd in a lot of trouble. Hansen down across him again into a lateral press. And a count of 2. Ladd came out before the count of 3. Ladd makes the tag with the superstar. Red hot competition. The Georgia Tag Team Championship on the line. Neither team thus far able to gain a pinfall. Wow, he caught him. That has to be... No, sir, he came out of it. Snapmare that takes him to the canvas. Again, the superstar in there with Stan Hansen now. Hansen whipped off those ropes. The superstar misses it. Hansen catches him a beautiful shoulder. No, sir, not the count of 3. No count of 3, and Hansen again pounding away. And these men have thrown out the rule books now. The rule book is gone. And we've got a Pier 6 brawl going on. Our time limit has expired. Neither team able to gather a pinfall. Neither team able to get a submission hold. And so the battle rages on. They continue to battle. Wait a minute. Bomb Saff just came in and caught him. Hansen now Saff catches Ole Anderson. Anderson drops to the canvas, and our time continues to fly. And Saff continues to pound away, the referee ringing the bell. We still have bedlam and chaos in the ring now. Anderson being pummeled and beaten now by Tom Saff, and our time is completely gone.
Well, as I said at the beginning of the program, of course, during our ringside wrestling profile, we're going to take a look at the incidents that occurred during and after the Georgia Tag Team Championship match. And to bring you all that information right now, here's my good friend, Freddie Miller.
Thank you very much, Gordon. And, of course, the heart of the controversy, let's bring out a man who's causing tremendous comments all over this country right now. Let's bring out Ole Anderson, who will be the subject of today's personality profile at ringside. So if we can, Ole, if you would, here is Ole Anderson. Well, fans are with you, and, of course, frankly, Ole, what happened? You got to just fill us in from your point of view about this incident that occurred just recently on television.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, it's amazing, I guess, to me that sometimes even I forget how people can be. I know how Ernie Ladd hates me now, and I know he's called me the egg-sucking dog, and he's got somebody apparently on his side, one of his brothers, to help him. I guess sometimes, like happened to me in the past, things just don't get done unless you do them yourself, and they don't get done until somebody is finally down. You put a couple of nuts on my head. People have seen me before. They see the teeth out of my head. They see the scars on my body, and I've been chewed up a lot of times. Well, Ernie Ladd, Tom Shaft, Superstar, Carl Cox, Bobby Heenan, none of those people are going to stop Ole Anderson just by putting a couple of nuts on his head. The only way that you're going to stop me is if you have to come to my funeral, and then you know I'm 6 feet under. Because if you stop me, you stop the people. If you stop Atlanta, you might stop me, but you're not going to do that. You're not going to stop Georgia, and you sure as hell aren't going to stop a bunch of people that are around here. And you're not going to stop Ole Anderson either. Now, they're talking about they got something there. They got a match for the Anderson brothers, or part of it, I guess.
Before that, Ole, I'd like to show a little bit about what happened during that incident, though, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, show that.
I'd like the fans to see it. We don't have time for a great deal of it, but here's just some of the moments in case you missed it. Ole Anderson in action. There was a Georgia Tag Team title match. Ole and Stan Hansen against the Superstar and Ernie Ladd. Let's see what happened.
Wait a minute. Tom Saff just came in and caught him. Hansen now Saff catches Ole Anderson. Anderson drops to the canvas, and our time continues to fly. And Saff continues to pound away, the referee ringing the bell. We still have bedlam and chaos in the ring now. Anderson being pummeled and beaten now by Tom Saff, and our time is completely gone.
And you know, this happened right after the match. That Shaft, you know, has a reputation as a tremendous boxer and fighter, a real brawler, Ole.
Oh, no question about it. You take a look, he had a tremendous right hand. I've been hit by a lot of doggone people, and nobody's knocked me. Just that guy just knocked me silly. I was dizzy for a couple of seconds in there, and, well, as you can see here, it doesn't look too pretty. I don't like it. I don't like being down. I don't like anybody knocking me down. But I heard about Shaft. I know about him. He's got a tremendous right hand. He's a terrific puncher when he was boxing, and he hasn't forgotten how to punch now that he's wrestling. I don't know what in the world you do with a guy like that. I guess you got to do a little bit of ducking, and you got to do a lot of fighting, a lot of kicking, and a lot of gouging. But certainly, Ole Anderson is no stranger to those type of tactics. I've shown people before that I can fight in any kind of a situation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. What an ending.
Woo, man.
And if you forwarded through this and you're thinking that we're going to tell you the ending,
You might as well. You need to watch it.
no. So
We won't tell you. We don't do spoilers around here.
No. It's kind of like I just recently watched a program that said that was like the top 10 or 20 horror movies that you never heard of. And they kind of gave you like these like famous horror writers kind of said, man, this part happened. And the one guy goes, if you think we're actually going to show you what we're talking about,
No,
that would defeat the purpose. So, but yeah, wow. I mean, main event, Ole Anderson, Stan Hansen, Ernie Ladd, and Masked Superstar. And you know what? As grouchy as Ole Anderson is, I am going to lobby still, because one of the worst moments in the WWE Hall of Fame was when the Four Horsemen were inducted.
and they left out Ole Anderson.
Didn't even mention him. Just, nope. And come on, guys. The real Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
2 Andersons, a Blanchard, Flair, and JJ.
I mean, Stan Hansen's in the WWE Hall of Fame, as well as Ernie Ladd.
Yeah.
But sadly, Masked Superstar is not in there either. Maybe one day.
Yep. So, but he was blessed to do multiple things.
Oh yeah, multiple gimmicks.
Yep. So, all right. If you guys remember the old episodes of this show, we had these like theme sections, and this one coming up is called "Made in the South," where we spotlight wrestlers back in the day that went on to even bigger careers.
Oh yeah. And lots of them have had those before you know moments. Shawn Michaels, there was one famous moment where he wrestles an opening match in World Class where he's underneath Billy Jack Haynes.
Yeah. So Bret Hart wrestled down south.
Yeah, he's on GCW TV on the Superstation.
There you go. That's right. So a whole bunch of and then once again one of those other YouTube videos, wrestlers before you knew them. Psycho Sid was every wrestler under the sun, including
Humongous.
He was considered to be some other wrestlers.
Yeah, and I mean even Mark Calloway, Undertaker was other wrestlers. Texas Red, Master of Pain. I mean, he just was so many gimmicks.
There was Kane was the Punisher,
Christmas Creature. Quite a bit of the gimmicks.
So
Dr. Isaac Yankum.
I think there was somebody that was the toilet paper ghost or.
Yeah, but he was just some random guy. He was tall. Let's put him in a mummy outfit.
Yep, it's pretty scary though.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, this edition of Made in the South is from Memphis Wrestling, November 23rd, 1985, and you might recognize these two guys in the tag team called the Freedom Fighters before they decided to don scary makeup and kind of look a lot like the Road Warriors eventually.
Yeah.
But the two wrestlers in question eventually go on to pretty amazing solo careers in 2 different federations and held those federations world titles at the same time at one point.
They did.
And this is them in their infancy. And so infant that you see at the end of the match, one of them just stands there like, what am I supposed to be doing while he's winning the match? I just dropped this guy like very badly on his head.
Yeah.
And so, but anyway, there you go. Memphis Wrestling, November 23rd, 1985. Check out the Freedom Fighters taking on a bunch of jabronis. You'll dig it.
Oh yeah. They dominate them boys.
Okay, we're going to be in the ring here in just a moment with our first opening bout. But right now, we would like to welcome in a couple of brand new faces to Championship Wrestling, a couple of guys you're going to get to know and know well, too. We're talking about the Freedom Fighters, Jim Hellwig. Jim, glad to have you here, and Steve Borden. Steve, glad to have you guys here. This is your first time out here. We want to get a little background on you. Jim, I know you're from Atlanta, Georgia, right?
That's right. Originally, I was out in California the last year and a half doing some wrestling out there.
And how about the record for the Freedom Fighters, Steve?
God, we've only lost 2 matches, but neither one of those were really legitimate losses. We got hit over the head with chairs and tables and everything like that. They got to do anything they can to beat us.
I can see that.
I don't consider them legitimate then.
Yeah, well, that's an awfully good record starting out for young fellas. I'm standing here. I have heard this, and I know the weight. Jim is 285 and Steve is 260. Hey, I'll tell you, there's no question you got the physique for it. Let me ask you this, the important thing, because I know they'll kill me if I don't find out about it. How about, are you guys married, have families, or what?
No, we're single. We're looking forward to meeting
both single?
Yeah, we're single.
You hear that, girls? They're both single here. I want to get that
You hear the girls out here in Nashville are kind of nice in the Mid-South, so we're looking forward to meeting them.
You bet your life. We got some lovelies around here. You better believe it. We want to wish you guys the very best of luck. I've been looking forward. I've heard a lot about you, and we're interested in having. This is the tag team capital of the world. You're going to see some awfully tough guys. You'll see some more of those chairs and chains, too, Steve.
Well, we're ready for them this time.
Okay. You ready to hit the ring?
We're ready.
Okay, let's get them up there. The Freedom Fighters. Davey, we're ready for the first act.
They're going to be involved in a single fall match coming up here. Referee making his appearance at ringside. And I just saw their opponent step through the curtains and did a double take. They stopped, and the invader here shaking his head saying, wait a minute. He didn't, I don't think maybe they realized exactly the size of team that they had signed to wrestle here today. It's going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit match. Introducing first at a total weight of 419 pounds from parts unknown, the Invader, and from Memphis, Tennessee, David Johnson. And going against them at a total weight of 545 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, Jim Hellwig, and from California, Steve Borden, the Freedom Fighters. One fall, 15-minute time limit, referee Jerry Calhoun.
Invader was climbing out, and David Johnson says, wait a minute, you start
this one, yeah.
Starting out with the 285-pound Jim Hellwig, and right away he flashes that muscle, Dave.
Oh, he sure does. I tell you what, this is a good-looking team stepping in here. Just, you suspect that the Invader and David Johnson got a long day ahead of them. Whoa, just shoved him back into the rope. And it didn't really look like he was pushing him that hard, but the power, he just had him rolling into the ropes. So the Invader tried to use the ropes for a little extra momentum. He just bounced off of him, fell down to the mat. There it is again, Hellwig. The Freedom Fighters just shoved him to the mat. Invader makes the tag, shaking his head as he steps out, and David Johnson steps in. David meeting the same fate as the Invader.
Jim and Steve are excellent examples of a team that it's got that physical thing going for you. That's something that a lot of guys, if you're not as tall as they are, and you don't have the frame to take the kind of bodies. Now, they work like the devil, as a matter of fact, to get those kind of bodies. But you have to have at least that to begin with. And they're young. They still got a lot to learn in wrestling. But, boy, they sure have got the physical attributes, Davey.
They do indeed. Starting with the size and the strength is a good way to start, I tell you. Look at that strength. Steve Borden and David Johnson and the Invader, neither of them have been able to do anything here. Whoa, that was just a forearm. He didn't hit him with a fist. He hit him with a forearm. And Johnson bounced into the mat, heads for the corner, and says, hey, here's the tag. And the Invader says, no thanks. Finally, he does take the tag.
Took pity on David. Took the tag. And now we'll get down to it. Let me tell you, the Invader's been around. He can move on it. So he tangles up with Steve Borden, goes with a top wrist lock. May not be his best bet, as he's got about 5. Ooh. He's got about 5 inches in height and a whole bunch of pounds.
Yeah.
And they just get bigger. Look at the body on that, Jim.
Yeah, and he is the bigger one, and neither one of these guys are little, let me tell you.
Once again, top wrist lock doubled and off into the ropes. The Invader.
I think the Invader was just trying anything there because there's no way he's going to be able to make a top wrist lock stick. Now they're double teaming Hellwig. One of them on each side, and they still couldn't get him off his feet. Both the Freedom Fighters in there now, Steve and Jim. Steve has the Invader up on his shoulder and slams him in the center of the ring. Jim just kind of drops David Johnson out in the center of the ring. Here's cover, count is 1, 2, and it's over. And I don't think the Invader and David Johnson are that upset that this one is over because they just were unable to get anything going against the powerful team of the Freedom Fighters, Jim Hellwig and Steve Borden. An impressive debut here on Championship Wrestling. You're going to be seeing more of them around the territory. Again, the winners, the Freedom Fighters. The time on it, 3 minutes, 8 seconds.
All right, man. You know, if you drop somebody like that in wrestling these days, chances are you would be shit canned. Fired. Out of there, Jose.
Future endeavored.
Mm-hmm. So... But these days, you know, there's NXT to teach you how to not drop people on their head. So,
and if you want to get in the business, go to some reputable trainers that have been there on TV, a Ricky Morton school or the Team 3D school. Don't go to Tom Blow, who's only wrestled 2 matches and decides to train people. No.
Yeah, you can go to upstate New York and go to the Jimmy Valiant School of Wrestling. That's a weird
Actually,
looking
it's
place.
Virginia.
Is it Virginia?
Yeah, it's in Virginia.
I thought it was like upstate New York.
It's in Virginia.
That's a weird looking place.
It's in the mountains.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you're at summer camp.
Boogie Woogie camp.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Who out there has ever gone to the lake for summer camp and boogie woogie? Oh, that was Dirty Dancing, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, and then they had
This event, 1 fall or 10-minute time limit. In the red corner, 259 pounds from Omaha, Nebraska, Ted DiBiase. Across the ring, 244 pounds, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Magnum T.A. Referee Ron West.
What a tremendous match to start off here, Mid-South Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. No doubt about it, this could be a main event in any arena in the country. It's Magnum TA against Ted DiBiase. And Joel, this is the beginning of a super hour.
No doubt about it, Jim. We've got one of the most popular wrestlers in the country in Magnum TA going against one of the most hated individuals in the country right now, Ted DiBiase, an associate member of the Rat Pack.
There's General Skandar Akbar watching ever so intently the action in this first encounter here on Mid-South Wrestling.
Well, and as if Magnum TA didn't have enough trouble with Ted DiBiase, he's got Akbar out there. As we all know, like hip toss. Ted DiBiase went for that elbow. Magnum TA wisely moved out of the way. Another arm drag. High elevation. Oh, did you see that? Another one. Magnum TA with those tremendous drop kicks. Jim Hacksaw Butch Reed just walked out of the Irish McNeil's Boys Club. He seemed to be in quite a hurry.
Well, Hacksaw Reed was scheduled to go against Nature Boy Buddy Landell. We'll find out about that, but look at this great match we've got. 2 former North American champions squaring off. Ooh, what a right hand by TA.
Magnum TA with that amateur wrestling background catches Ted DiBiase into a single leg. DiBiase going for the kick. Magnum TA clinging tenaciously to that headlock.
Magnum TA in superb condition for this encounter. With Ted DiBiase, referee Ron West right in position. Asking DiBiase if he'd like to give up.
And you know, Jim, you mentioned superb conditioning. I think Magnum TA has even strengthened his training regimen after he lost the title to Ernie Ladd a couple of weeks here on Mid-South. And, you know, I just don't think that TA is going to stand for that kind of action for very long. I know he wants that title back. He feels that it's his title.
DiBiase wants to set up a maneuver on TA, and TA beat him to the punch. Oh, belly to back suplex, and I don't know, DiBiase may have got just as much punishment on that maneuver as did Magnum TA.
Well, Ted DiBiase is definitely a very, very fine technical wrestler. Very powerful, and quick, and agile. And certainly a good match for Magnum TA, but I think Magnum TA has the edge in the amateur background and the basic fundamentals of wrestling.
Well, DiBiase is taking over on him. It's not scientific by any stretch of the imagination. Momentum seeming to change in the favor of Ted DiBiase. That's a blatant choke. Referee Ron West.
Notice how skillfully Ted DiBiase hedges that count. He's got a 4 count to break it, and he's using every millisecond of it.
Referee Ron West is really letting DiBiase have it.
Oh. Jim, DiBiase is just brutal.
DiBiase using those ropes for additional leverage as General Skandar Akbar, you see him there at the bottom of your screen, looking on very intently.
Well, those kicks were with the flat of the foot. They were legal. Reverse neck breaker.
No doubt about it, DiBiase has taken over on Magnum TA.
DiBiase continually using that hair for leverage. Pile driver. This could be no, Magnum TA with that tremendous strength. Reversed that pile driver and elevated Ted DiBiase and brought him down hard to the canvas. Ted DiBiase now, both of them fatigued from this tremendous pace. Magnum TA now firing back.
High elevation, down goes DiBiase, and TA's fired up. Ladies and gentlemen, there's big Ernie Ladd. Just off our camera shot, there you see him, the big cat's out there.
TA with another drop kick. He's got DiBiase on Gene's feet. This could be it. Belly to belly suplex. Ted DiBiase managed to put his foot on the rope.
Look at Ernie Ladd taunting Magnum TA. Look at DiBiase.
DiBiase went to the tights. He's loading up that glove. I hope TA exercises extreme caution. He's got a lot to contend with here.
Big right hand with that loaded glove. Ernie Ladd had him distracted. 1, 2, and 3. The winner of the match. Another controversial decision. The winner, Ted DiBiase.
All right. I had the time of my life.
Yeah.
I've never felt this way before when I've seen Ted DiBiase take on Magnum TA.
Wow.
1984 Mid-South Wrestling.
Wow, what a match. I mean, just those two in general. I mean, what if with Magnum TA a couple years later, but that's what got him catapulted was his time in Mid-South. The real original big goal was the in-South North American belt, which was heavy. Many wrestlers have said that thing was too heavy. So he may not have been champion at the time, but then again, that was definitely a 5-star match, main event match anywhere.
There you go.
It can be anywhere in the country.
November 15th that year. So in case you haven't figured out, these matches all happened in the month of November.
Yep.
Right around Thanksgiving.
That's right.
And not a turkey among them.
Oh, no.
No. Some a little bit of dressing.
I don't know if there was a sweet potato pie moment in there, but Patty LaBelle was definitely not there with the sweet potato pie. Oh, no.
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 All right. So it's time for, as Kenny J would say, the main event.
Oh, wow. The main event.
And actually, this is the co-main event. The last match was like the co-main event, too.
Yeah.
So, because how can you have DiBiase against TA?
Yeah.
How can you have Ted versus Magnum? How can you have Ted versus TA or DiBiase versus Magnum? Or
DiBiase versus TA.
There you go. I mean, how can you do that and not say it's main event quality?
Oh, yeah, it was tremendous. It was tremendous.
So, but now we are going to have a little bit of fun from 1980 Memphis Wrestling, November 22nd. This is the introduction of a new belt to the area.
Ooh.
A television belt.
Yes. I think, didn't the belt look like this? A TV?
Yeah.
I think it's a TV.
Yep. Very old school.
Yeah, it's a TV.
And they had a Battle Royale.
Wow.
Not to be confused with a Cheeseburger Royale.
That's right.
Said movie.
That's right.
So, and this one had some really great wrestlers. I mean, you had Tommy Rich.
Somebody mentioned about some wild fire.
There you go. Had Flying Bob Eaton.
Oh, yeah. And It's All I Know, Rick Morton.
Yep.
And another one. Oh, that's right. A guy named by the name of Coco Ware. It just had very very talent. And also another guy who, Ooh, Merced Daddy, Jimmy Valiant, just some, you name it. They probably were in this battle royal.
Yep. The guy who ended up being like the wrestling referee, Danny Davis.
Or the one that ran OVW, Danny Davis.
Or the one that had a strip club, Danny Davis.
Either or.
Or the pediatrician, Danny. I don't know. Danny Davis is one of those names that's pretty ambiguous.
Yeah, everybody. And then there's another one I noticed was a Bill Dundee, a superstar.
There you go, superstar.
Yep.
So, and then some guys maybe that you might not have heard of, but still cool wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
So, but this is what another one of those TV things. Memphis Wrestling, really really cool, and they battled for the heaviest title of all time.
Oh yeah.
There was no belt. The gazillion pounds of gold does not measure up to how heavy this title.
This was, and you could, and it depended on how many channels you had on it at the time.
Yeah.
And did it come with a remote?
3. I don't know if they had remotes back then. I think they were called clackers. Clack, clack, clack.
Oh yeah,
clack,
that's
clack,
right.
Clack, clack.
Yeah, that's right. And something happened with this said heavy belt.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what it is. Would you care to explain it, Stoney?
Well, I mean, they might just have to watch.
Yeah.
So
But something very, very, very cool happens.
Let's just put it mildly. They tuned into Soul Train and Boogie Woogied a little bit.
That's right. Mercy Daddy.
There you go. So check this out. If you're not a big fan of Battle Royal, so what? Watch it. You'll dig this.
Oh, yeah.
Played at the beginning of the program, the TV champion will be determined right here today. All of these guys in here for a battle royal, and the winner of the battle royal will be the TV champion. And then he's going to be defending that championship when he defends it right here on TV. All right. There is a TV, which is part of the prize, which goes to the TV champion.
We can hide behind this one.
Yes, sir. I tell you. Hope we don't have to. Hope it all stays in the ring up there.
It'll be some, pardon me.
Just trying to count how many people in there. Looks like 7 folks in there already, and more are due to be here for this championship match.
And home Jimbo.
Here comes a bunch more. Tommy Rich, Bobby Eaton, Buddy Wayne, Big Guy Mitchell, Roger Kirby, Bill Irwin. Don't really know how we're going to do official introductions. We'll just kind of have to let you know who all is
just
there.
Give off the names, yeah, on each side. Start over here, and then we'll go to the other side. There's no way to make the official introductions, I think, any other way, Dave.
Okay, let's see. Let's start with Tommy Rich, Bobby Eaton, Buddy Wayne, Danny Davis, Dr. Bill Irwin, Big Guy Mitchell, and Roger Kirby. And then on the other side of the ring, there's Handsome Jimmy Valiant, Rick Morton, Ken Lucas, Tojo Yamamoto, Bill Dundee, Coco Ware, and David Price. Let's see, I don't think I missed anybody there.
No, that's it.
All right, and we are about ready to get it going here.
Okay, referee Jerry Calhoun says, get in here, Tommy Rich, and we're ready. No time, and here we go. Rich is still standing on the outside of the ring. Dundee kind of jars him back to his senses there. No, I wouldn't say that. It makes pretty good sense to stay out of that action as long as you can. The winner of this will be our Championship Wrestling TV champion. He will get with it not only a substantial cash prize, which goes to the winner of the Battle Royal in any event, but in addition to that, he'll receive this big, lovely television set, which will be symbolic of the fact that he is the TV champion. Look at Rich hanging out on the side over there.
Well, David Price tried to pull him into the ring, but Rich hanging back away from the action right now.
Referee Jerry Calhoun telling Rich if he doesn't get into the action in there, he's going to count him right out of it, and he won't even be involved in the TV championship. Big Guy Mitchell, you see, with his back up against the rope.
All right, Rich is gone. Referee has counted Tommy Rich out.
Got tired of the prima donna attitude, and the referee counted Tommy Rich out of it. So eliminate one Tommy Rich, the AWA Southern Heavyweight champ, from the competition in the Championship Wrestling TV Championship. Kenny Luca.
Big guy Mitchell is out. This is that it?
Yes, this is, by the way, we didn't make the announcement, Dave. It is a pin elimination. Not over the top rope and pin. It is a pin elimination. That's Buddy Wayne and David Price directly in front. Dr. Bill Irwin going after the superstar. In behind, Kenny Lucas and Danny Davis. That's Rick Morton just coming at you. Handsome Jimmy back over in the left-hand corner in the middle of the fray.
Buddy Wayne has just been eliminated. Yeah, Buddy Wayne out.
Buddy Wayne will not be our TV champion. Count of what? On Lucas, I couldn't tell. 2 counts. Nope. Kenny was eliminated. It was a 3 count. Lucas has Bill Dundee with the help of Jojo Yamamoto, and David Price goes by the board. So, he lost about 3 members there. Very, very quick. Bobby Eaton nails Bill Dundee. Eaton, but Dundee is right over by the ropes. You'll never get a count out of that. Roger Kirby, we haven't seen Roger, the Nature Boy, in quite some time. He is back over working on Ricky Morton. Dundee, 2, 3. The count goes on Bobby Eaton. Bobby eliminated. Handsome Jimmy with Dr. Bill Irwin. Down goes Irwin. Jimmy, 1, 2, 3, got him. Dr. Bill eliminated from the action. Bill Dundee, Danny Davis on top of him with some help. I don't know. I wasn't watching that. But Dundee, a real surprise. He's out of it. Rick Morton dropped with that atomic drop. Coco Ware. And every man for himself. It's Rick Morton is eliminated in there. And boy, one thing about the Battle Royal is with the number of people who are in there. Danny Davis, Coco Ware, back in the corner. Nature Boy and Tojo Yamamoto. Handsome Jimmy joins in. You'll find some strange bedfellows to get rid of participants in there because there is only one winner. Bear that one in mind. And the winner will be the new TV champion.
Davis had a cover on Coco Ware, but did not make it stick.
In the corner,
Tojo.
Nature Boy eliminated by Roger Kirby. Double team on Kirby by Ware and Handsome Jimmy. Double pin, 2, 3, and that did it. Now we are down to, and this is the interesting thing I think, Davey, about Battle Royal. You would not on the front end of it, had it been a straight one-on-one match, expected Davis and Coco Ware to have been in there with Handsome Jimmy. Handsome, yeah. Look at here. He went around behind. He's got the full Nelson. Coco. Oh, Davis jumps. Jumps down. There's a cover on Handsome Jimmy. He's out of it. That's going to leave Danny Davis and Coco Ware. We're down to just 2 men. Coco nails Davis in the midsection. 2, 3. How about that? Whoa! Coco Ware. As Handsome Jimmy was nailed by Coco when Danny Davis ducked. And a very jubilant young fella, Coco Ware, would have been one of the very last, not to say anything about it, if we can get Coco over here. Jim, can you wait a minute? We want to get the new champion over here. Sensational. Coco Ware as he came. Wait just a second, Jimmy. We'll get to it in a minute. Coco, congratulations, man. I got to tell you. Jimmy,
shut up, Danny! You make me sick, Russell! You mean to tell me that punk, this young 30-day wonder, this boy that's been wrestling for 6 months, you mean that punk is a TV champion?
That's the way it goes, Jimmy. You were right down to the last 3. Coco ended up, he's the one that got his hand raised, and he is our new championship wrestling champion.
Shut up! You're sickening, Russell, and you're sickening, Coco Ware. You're nothing but a punk.
win this TV.
He won the championship prize. He won the television set, and he is the new TV champion again. You did, yeah. Hey, come on, Jim. Hey, come on. Hey, listen, you got down to the last.
Television right here.
This is the television. Give it to Coco. It belongs to him now. It was just one of those things that Coco wears.
Coco where? Why don't you take this home and play with it, baby?
Come on, Jimmy. Hey, Jim. Come on, Jimmy. Jimmy. What a lousy thing to do. Bill Dundee and Rick Morton. Jimmy just kind of obviously had his mind set on it. Ken Lucas over with Coco Ware. Bill Dundee and Rick Morton trying to get Jimmy back. Coco smashed it all up. That doesn't change it, though, Coco. You did win it. They can't take that away from you.
All right. That was smashing.
Very smashing.
Smashing. You got to love that, man.
And there weren't pumpkins involved either.
No. And it's kind of funny because, you know, usually what they say is you don't mess with Black Man's radio.
Yeah.
You shouldn't mess with his TV either, for crying out loud. Or his car, his woman.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Just like you shouldn't mess with Will's radio, TV, car, paleo food. None of it.
Or woman.
Or his woman.
Yeah.
So he'd probably share most of the rest of it with you, but not the woman.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, Sheila. Oh, sorry. All right. So that was our Thanksgiving episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, maybe with a turkey, cranberry, mashed potato, gravy, green bean sandwich.
That'd be an interesting sandwich. Be a sub. Subway flavor of the month.
That'd be Subway flavor of the month. So let's say you were going to make that sandwich paleo.
Well, I'd get paleo bread. And I would, instead of the mashed potatoes, I'd use cauli rice. And I definitely would use cranberries and definitely would use turkey. Dressing, I'd probably just use cassava flour. I don't know. But I found something.
Yes. There's a lot of you old school wrestling fans out there, maybe some wrestlers that are probably sitting here right now going, really? Really? You don't mess with Thanksgiving. It's okay.
Hey.
It's all good. To each their own. You know that, hey, some people out there actually celebrate Thanksgiving vegan or vegetarian style.
Yeah, that they do.
Now, to me, that's more sacrilegious than screwing with the recipe.
Tofurkey.
Yeah.
Tofurkey. Hey, to each their own.
Yeah.
Tofurkey.
I never really understood why someone would go, if someone doesn't want a burger, why would you go out of a way to have a fake version of the burger? Isn't that symbolism?
I think it is.
If you're not eating it because you don't want to eat something with a face, isn't a fake burger or a fake hot dog still symbolism that you're eating like an animal?
Somewhat, yeah.
And don't vegetables and plants have feelings too?
Yeah, I think they do. Yeah.
Yep, I think so. So. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So everybody, happy Thanksgiving. The holidays are coming up. Make sure you give everybody hugs like that gal in WWE that everybody loves, especially Mike.
Bailey.
Yep. Bailey hugs all around. And we will see you on the turkey flip side, or as they say, on the wishbone.
That's right.
So, all right. For Mike, Kenny, and
Coach Wheeler.
I'm Stoney, and we will see you next time. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll get this finger thing down eventually. So, bye.
Peace.